Hello, welcome to Energy Talk with EMC. Today we explore how sustainable design can shape a carbon neutral future. Joining us is Mr. Selvarasu Maru, Lead and IGBC Fellow and USGBC Faculty. He will share his insight about the role of ECSBC and sustainable design for transforming our built environment.
Very good morning to all. At the outset, I'd like to thank EMC, Energy Management Center, Trivandrum, for this opportunity given to me to talk about carbon neutral journey in the country. As you are all aware, Prime Minister declared 2070 will become a net zero country. It means both new building construction and operational building need to give a true focus to reach that level of net zero. In that context, a lot of intervention has been done in the past 2-3 years. You are all aware, green building is picking up very well in the country. We are one of the largest in the world, second largest building footprint going green in our country next to USA. That itself is a landmark achievement for us. So that is a voluntary basis things are happening in the country, but Government of India want to make it little mandatory. So invited expert in across the country. I am one of the committee member given a task of developing sustainability building code for India. That's called Energy Conservation Sustainability Building Code, ECSBC for commercial, Eco Nivas Samhita, that is for residential building. Any building coming up in the country, due course it will become mandatory in states. It's given to the states to adopt and apply and test it. So any building which is having more than 100 kilowatt connected load need to follow the ECSBC code. There is no choice. Once it comes, the building per se will become fantastic product and reaching the sustainability goal easily. So we have three categories, ECSBC, then ECSBC Plus and Super ECSBC. The main difference is ECSBC is base which can be achieved by any project. When you want to become a ECSBC Plus, you need to do little more. That means about around 15-20% better performance. And Super ECSBC is aspirational. Also the technologies or the target what we set for Super ECSBC achievable, at the same time it's aspirational. So when you reach that level of Super ECSBC goal for building, then you are well set to become a carbon neutral. So nothing beyond required to be done in the building design, be it the building and both active and passive element in the building. When you deep dive into the ECSBC code, it focuses on many areas. First, site. Second, material choice. And third is facade related activities to reduce the heat gain into the building. Then active element like air conditioning, lighting, renewable energy, controls, meters, monitoring the performance for entire life of 50 years. Then IoT enabled operation, renewable energy, vertical transportation which covers escalator and elevators. So many aspects, water efficiency, everything has been brought in, and these code developed based on around 500 building data analysis done in the country. Recently built, which are all green building, so that became a base case for us to work on developing this code. The code per se, if you look at inside, the major highlights of this code, you have a target driven approach. Water performance index. Okay, achieve this number, you will get the base ECSBC, or do better for ECSBC Plus and Super ECSBC little tougher. Still you can do it with the technology available. Similarly, energy performance, renewable energy requirement, waste collection, recycling, construction waste management at site. What are the facilities we have to provide when you talk about site for operation tomorrow, landscaping, electrical charging points, rainwater harvesting, etc. And similarly, metering is so critical. So we have a different requirement for 3 levels. The last one will be IoT enabled, but all the critical location we specified meters, water and energy meter, which is so critical. Unless otherwise you measure, you can't monitor and control. So very scientifically we have classified meter locations. That's how the code has been developed. Now it has been given to the various states by Bureau of Energy Efficiency. They appointed consultant to help state to adopt this code sooner. Already Kerala, before even handed over to Kerala by Bureau of Energy Efficiency, they notified in the state, now aggressively pursuing. So states are very, very keen. Everybody has got important tasks to do in this country to protect the environment. Now coming back to this code, once you have done the code which brings the best design in the building, how do you become carbon neutral? The element which you have to do beyond this code is embodied carbon analysis. Any material you buy for the building should have the tag of embodied carbon. How much is the CO2 emission per kg or per meter cube or per meter? So depends on the product what you buy. So the important thing, any building when you start constructing or designing it, ensure you are performing life cycle assessment to work out what is the embodied carbon. India, we normally target around 700 kg CO2 equivalent per square meter of the built-up area. So that should be the upper target. In fact, we have seen building designing with a 400, 450, with using a lot of alternative material, recycled material, local material, refurbishment of the existing structure. So many items can be brought in to optimize your embodied carbon. That does not suffice. That is one time the building is done with embodied carbon, which account for 10% of the carbon emission when you look at lifespan of 50-60 years of the building. The rest of the 90% comes in terms of operational carbon. It is so critical to focus in the design. That's how the ECSBC helping you. Target driven approach to optimize your operational efficiency by doing proper design at the beginning. So operational efficiency, operational carbon, if you look at it for 50-60 years period, it's going to be almost 85%. So your focus will be how to reduce our carbon emission during operation. So accordingly you have to design your building, both wall, roof, glass, orientation, then active element like a chiller, lighting, etc. See, we have a fantastic technology in this country. Best efficiency equipments are available. Similarly, we have fantastic engineers, architects available in the country. Make use of them. Focus. The planning is so critical. Design is so critical. Initial stage, if you do it better, then the entire life will be easy for the building to capitalize the benefit, whatever are planned in the beginning. So we need to have a carbon roadmap. Any building, when you start designing it, ensure you have 50 years plan for carbon neutral operation. So we need to keep working on it. It's not one time implemented and we'll forget it. So every building, when the country want to become a carbon neutral by 2070, we as a owner have a responsibility to demonstrate and help our country to reach that. That means when you build a design or when you build a building, ensure that you have a carbon roadmap when you will become a carbon neutral. Every building should have this approach. So critical, we can't leave it as such. That is for new building. There are many buildings in the country achieve net zero water, net zero waste, net zero energy and net zero carbon. It's not theory anymore. It is demonstrated. We have a buildings in the country, various locations. In fact, we have large number of building or highest number of building going for net zero compared to any other country. We are number one in this area. That means aggressively we are pursuing it. That is also required for your ESG reporting. Year on year you have to show the implementation to go for voluntary reporting. ESG is going to be the order of the day when you want to attract foreign investment for built environment. So in a nutshell, we are going well in the sustainability arena in the country, but we need to do a lot. So start today reading the ECSBC NS code, start implementing it in your building. You don't wait for government to make it mandatory. It's very simple and yet very robust kind of code what we have in the country right now. Utilize it. The effort put by 150 experts in various fields should get the benefit out of it. So that should be the journey. And second point is have a carbon roadmap for your building. So critical. If you take these two aspects in your building design, automatically your journey will be really towards net zero carbon. So with that, I like to thank for patient hearing and best wishes, and I want all of you to become a sustainability warrior to help our country to become a leader in sustainability in global arena. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Energy Talk with EMC. അറിവിന് ഊർജം പകരാം. Stay tuned and subscribe our YouTube channel for upcoming videos. Thank you.